Hello y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. It is that time of year again. This is one of my favorite times of year. It is time to start prepping and planning for Christmas. Now, whether you are planning and looking for the perfect gift for the special girl in your life, the special Christian girl, especially if it's your cousin, your niece, your sister, whoever, this is the perfect gift guide for you. So I've got a list that is perfect for older teens and young adults, and a few things that might even apply to tweens or younger girls. Also, these are all meant to be something that will make her smile, improve her productivity, help her daily routine, and basically just help her to grow into the person God wants her to be this coming year. I've got options for all budgets, even free. There's going to be a spot right down here. You can click in the timeline right underneath this colorful box, and that will skip you to the free options. And quick disclaimer, I'm not specifically recommending any of these products by name unless I specifically say that I'm recommending them, but I just found a bunch of super fun and cute ideas. You can always go with, a trusted brand or anything that you are familiar with. And I don't know like the quality or anything, so do check reviews, do check like with your own personal things. I just wanted to put together a quick list of perfect Christian girl gifts that you could give this Christmas. I want to remind you that Christmas is not about going into debt, it's not about only giving gifts, it's not about finding the perfect gift even. This is just something to help you find a great gift. Christmas is about Jesus, and it is about his birth and that he came to save us from our sins, and the gifts are really just a tradition that we do to remind each other of that. So that's kind of the intro to this. Like I said, you can click the free gifts here. And I wanted to say, if there's anything that you think I missed in this video or any like unique gifts that you've given before or you're planning to give, please comment them down below so that anyone else who sees this video can get even more ideas. We're going to start off this video with a really quick list of homemade gift ideas. Don't skip, it's going to be really quick, and then we're going to get into the physical gift ideas. But first, I think a really good idea is cookie mix or soup mix or dip mix jars. You can do the mason jars that have cookie dough mix, and I gave this to a girl once and she was super excited. If you want to go even further, include 2 tags of instructions, one for the full batch and one for like a single microwave cookie. That way she's got so many options. For older girls, this is a great option for them to keep in their pantry, especially if they just moved out this year or last year. You'll have like homemade cookie mix in your pantry just whenever you need it. Or for younger girls, they can make a whole batch of cookies for their family, and then it's kind of like a gift for everybody. She gets to bake and they get to eat the cookies. And this is one that you can do really affordably. Also, buy pre-made cookie mix or make your own. You can jazz up pre-made cookie mix, any of those options. You could throw this into a gift basket. You've got a ton of options there. You could do brownie mix. You could do any dry baked good recipe you could pretty much do. You could also do this for hot cocoa, for soup, for dip mix. People do like the spices for dips, and then all you have to do is add like sour cream or whatever it is. So you got options there. Then 2 is going to be physical projects that are homemade. So personally, I crochet, but if you've got another skill set, maybe you bake, maybe you sew, or you're good at cricketing. I personally liked, because my name is kind of different, I liked it when one of my friends gave me a little clear bag with my name cricketed on it. And that was really cool because not much stuff has my name on it. That's something really, really cool. You could make them, personalized anything. If that's not your skill set, that's okay. You can go and check out Etsy. Any sort of personal items. One of my favorite gifts that I've purchased off of Etsy was a graphic that I bought, and it was a picture with 3 girls in it. It was supposed to be me, my mom, and my sister, and I was able to pick out the features from a list of already made ones. I could put our names on it, I could pick a little poem, and all I had to do was print it out and get a frame because it was a digital purchase. So it was a really awesome gift, and it was a good surprise, I think. Now we're getting to physical gifts. Now this is going to be the bulk of the video. I found a lot of options. All of these are on Amazon, except for anything that might be noted otherwise. And like I said at the beginning, if you find something that's on here that is a little out of your price range, check Amazon by searching for that specific item, because there's probably a much cheaper version. I just found a list, and so I did not like price check any of these things to see if there was, more cheaper options, but there are options on Amazon. First is skincare. I like skincare sets personally that come with different products because I'm not great with skincare. I don't know, like, oh, I need all these different products. If you or the person you're shopping for are really good with skincare, then, that you might know exactly what you need to get. But for me, I really like the kits. Personally, I like the Bubble brand. You could also buy a few like things like masks, skincare advent calendars, and split them between like a couple of different girls. If you're running like kind of last minute too, Five Below has some really great options that are really great dupes of like the designer or more expensive high-end skincare products. So you can get a couple of those, Five Below, and those are really great last-minute options. Lotion. Lotion is a fun gift. You could do, expensive like Bath and Body Works, or you could get, just some fun, like just some fun scents of lotion. There's a lot of different options you could do. So, especially wintertime, lotion is kind of a must-have. Fuzzy socks or other comfort items. You cannot go wrong with this. This is another thing you can find at Five Below. You can get fuzzy socks. You can even get blankets there for about $7 where I live. So there's a lot of really good options with that. Anything soft really is going to be, for most girls, is going to be a really good option. I know I like a good comfort item. Those are really staples, I would say. Pimple patches. I know this kind of falls into the skincare category, but I wanted to mention them as well. They'd go great in like a little self-care kit, and they have some cute ones on Amazon. I've even seen, I think, Mickey Mouse heads before that you could put on your face. If they love skincare, this might be a great product. Sorry if you can hear thunder. It is storming where I live. Hair tools, particularly something like this. Who doesn't want to have like their own, straightener or curler, especially younger girls? That's kind of a really cool like adulthood type of gift, I think. I think this one in particular is cool. It's like I think it's a like a curling brush. So I feel like maybe this would be a little easier for someone like me who's not necessarily coordinated with things like that. But it would be great for them to have, their own little hair care product. Also, quick honorable mention before we move on from the skincare self-care category, Amazon does have pre-made Christmas themed little like gift sets that include fuzzy socks or skincare products or things like that. So if you're either sending something to someone out of state, that's all put together already without you having to buy, a 6-pack of socks and then skincare and a candle or whatever. But also you could send it to yourself, and just take everything out and put it into a nice gift bag. If you've got a really stressful season going on right now, that would be a great option that you still get to have kind of a really nice gift set, but you're still able to kind of do it the easy way because life has got a lot going on right now. So now to the Bible and Bible journaling supplies. Like I said, this is a Christian girl gift guide. So this is perfect for like your tween, teen, college, young adult girl. A new Bible would be perfect for her. I know a lot of people use Hosanna Revival Bibles that are really pretty. I personally don't use that, no real reason, I just don't. But you could pick out, a really beautiful Bible, you could pick out a new translation for her, or like if her old Bible is just falling to pieces, or maybe if she's a younger tween and she needs like an adult, like grown-up Bible, then that's a great option for her. You can even get a full like journaling kit on Amazon. You can get her a Bible journal. This is another gift that would be great to do if you have several people you need to buy for, because you can buy Bible journals or like just Christian verse journals on Amazon in bulk. So that would be a really easy gift that if you have several people you need to shop for, you can definitely do that easily. Bible tabs. This would be really great to like put a little Bible journaling kit together for her. Now, I do want to say check the reviews. Maybe go with a brand that you use or because a few of my Bible tabs have ripped pages or like fallen out. So make sure you do get some good ones. Highlighters, pens, all of that sort of thing. Pick out some pretty colors or anything. I've seen, I believe, highlighters with like feelings on them. So, there might be a purple highlighter that says joy or things like that. So those are some good fun options she could have on hand. Also, maybe a devotional. That's a great option. By the time Christmas rolls around, you've got 1 week until the new year. That would be a great way for her to start off the new year well with a brand new devotional so that she can kind of start walking with God this new year. You want her to have something that will last a good while, I would say. But remember, you can also reuse devotionals. You can do them over and over and over again because you might get something new out of them the next time. If she's a big fan of like Christian influencers or YouTubers, Ashley Hetherington's devotional is on Amazon. I have not personally gone through the whole thing, but that would be a good option. Christian stickers or Bible verse jewelry. This isn't necessarily like Bible study, Bible journaling related, but it kind of, goes with theme. You could do a verse bracelet. They have lots of verse bracelets or verse jewelry on Amazon. And, Christian stickers are super fun. For me, I like to leave them places, and that kind of like helps to share my faith in a less nerve-wracking way. So those are some good options also. Kitchen items. Whether you're shopping for a tween or an older girl, kitchen items are a really great gift. They can help, younger girls feel more grown up and kind of take more responsibility over like kitchen tools and things like that. Or for adults, they can be just really handy to have on hand. A lot of these may be suited better for older teens or young adults, but they would work for older teens who still live at home or young adults who have moved into their own apartment. This really kind of just, depends. Most of these are small appliances, so they would work if she still lives at home and she could, kind of take care of her own meal planning and things like that. So, and these can also help with like taking care of her body better. So maybe it's a blender to help her like choose smoothies in the morning, or coffee maker because you'll help her save money because she's not going to Starbucks every day. So there's so many options here, and you can definitely find a bunch of cute but practical options. For me, the best gifts are things that you need, but that are either upscaled or a more expensive version than you would buy for yourself, if that makes sense. So like, not saying that you have to spend a ton of money on it, but if it's a gift, you might spend the extra $2 to get the pink version of something, or things like that, Get the cute version, and that will make her smile. So, now not all of these are the most exciting, but I do think they'll help your girl upscale or kind of organize her life, or at least help her feel like she's organized a little more. So, there are some practical gifts that aren't the most exciting, but that might get used a lot more often. But yeah, so cute cookware. Whether she cooks or not, if she's in her own place, she needs some cookware. So you can get, they have Paris Hilton's cookware that's all shaped like hearts or pink. That's a fun gift idea. There's so many different options on Amazon if she just needs, one pan or some spatulas or things like that. There's a bunch of options there. You could even pair this with like an easy cookbook if she's not big in the kitchen yet. They have so many like budget or college age kids or even teen cookbooks that you could pair this with, and that would be a great gift. Cups or glasses. You just feel fancier drinking coffee out of like glass cups or anything like that. You could DIY this easily by going to Hobby Lobby, or you can get, a super cute set on Amazon. Pro tip would be to make sure that they are dishwasher safe. I am much less likely to use a cup that I need to hand wash. So that's just my little side tip. Kitchen necessities: towels, refrigerator liners, baking soda, deodorizers, hot pads, any of those things, measuring cups, all of that. Those are all handy, and you can find really, really, really cute ones on Amazon or even at Hobby Lobby sometimes. Coffee essentials. Now, I was a bit hesitant to include this one item because I am an iced coffee person. I'm not a hot coffee person, but Amazon, and even I've seen them at Hobby Lobby, I believe too. Possibly I've even seen them at Five Below. I'm not sure on that one. They have these little mats that you can leave your coffee cup on, and it will keep it warm all day. I've even seen one on Amazon that is a contact phone charger and a cup warmer. So if your girl likes hot coffee, especially if she works from home, maybe she's a young adult or if she's an online student or something where maybe she's a big reader and so she's usually got one nice little spot that she sits in, this would be perfect for her because she'll always have her coffee nice and hot. They also have the super cute tea infuser if she's into tea. I thought this was fun. A crock pot. Now this is a higher end gift and it is more if she's moved out and she's in her own place, but crock pots are game changers. Instant Pot would also be a great option, and Instant Pot kind of has a lot more options than a crock pot. But again, like if she's not big into cooking, a crock pot is a great option. Back to kind of kitchen essentials: a drying mat, a coffee pod organizer, kitchen conversion magnet, cute salt and pepper shakers, soap dispensers. These are all super helpful things. Also, honorable mention in this category also, if your girl is obsessed with a specific character, you can probably find an appliance themed to it. My sister, for example, really loves Shrek, and you can see kind of how many options there are for Shrek, like waffle makers or small appliances. There's a ton of options here. Edible gifts. No matter how old we get, it's always fun to find a little treat under the tree on Christmas morning. So I've got a couple of little ideas for you. If you know her favorite candies or drinks, that's always a fun thing you could put together. If she wakes up to a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper and, Junior Mints or whatever, that's a fun little way to wake up. And that will last her probably several days at least, if not a couple weeks, depending on how often she, uses those things. Walmart also usually will have like a multi-pack of hot chocolate. I've even seen them at Hobby Lobby, so there's a lot of options there. Niche gifts. Now, obviously there are a ton of hobbies out there, and I can't include perfect gifts for each hobby, especially my hobbies are pretty specific, and so I may not know what you need for each individual hobby. But A really fun option would be a new hobby kit so they can try something new in the new year. And I'm focusing in this video on books and crochet options, but also I wanted to mention a coloring book would be a great option for anyone who's artistic or who just needs kind of a release. They have even very, very specific coloring books. I have seen a Derek Huff coloring book before, Whataburger, Bible verses, all sorts of options, depending on what she likes. So there's plenty of options there. Now, crochet kits, they have all-out blanket kits on Amazon that are really affordable for like being able to make an entire blanket. I can't vouch for the blanket kits, but that would be really cool. They also have some kits that are just different colored skeins of yarn. So maybe she already like is an avid crocheter. That would be a good option to save her some money for one, but also give her like some primary colors. A lot of colors are very easy to run out fast. I recommend this kit also. A friend gifted me this. These cookie box kits are amazing. The only thing they don't come with are written instructions, so she does need an internet connection. But other than that, these are perfect. They are amazing. They make you smile so much. Book girlies, and I'm gonna mention the most expensive item on this book girl list first, and that is a Kindle. I have mine right here. I have the Kindle Basic in the matcha green. I'm a really big fan. Yeah, that would be a great option if your girl is an avid reader and she doesn't have one yet. That is on the pricier side, but that is also something that if you have several people, you guys could all kind of go in together and purchase this gift for her. That could be a really good option. I found this really fun bookmark making kit. That would be a super fun idea, and for me, I do like things like that. So like if you gift, project, you can kind of spend part of Christmas Day like putting together this project and being excited about it. Along the book girly line are brand new books. You could get a standalone book or you could gift her a brand new series that will keep her entertained for months. If you need recommendations, check Goodreads or your local Facebook groups. See if anyone has like a good recommendation based on her age and her interests. You could also check out Gracie O'Connor and Haley Pham over here on YouTube. They're both readers that I follow, so they can probably give you some good recommendations. You can also totally ask, hey, what's the next series you want to read? Because it's better like to, have her know that you may be getting her a book series than to pick out a series that, she is not going to finish. Finally, we are at the free options. You can definitely gift some really sweet and memorable gifts for absolutely free, or as really as any low cost as much as you are willing to put into it. So, homemade coupon book. Now, I'm not saying, like free hug, like, little kids would give you, but you can do some really like upscale and nice coupons. I would suggest maybe putting some ideas into ChatGPT and asking, of course, personalize them and things like that. And then you can design them as ticket books on Canva. I like to use this the ticket template. And then you can, like, the only cost is the time you'll spend, and then, like, any cost for printing it, like, at home, so ink, paper, that sort of stuff. And you could, if you wanted to spend a little more, you could bind it, like, on your own. There's videos on how to make, like, notebooks and stuff on Amazon, there's videos on how to make notebooks and stuff on YouTube. So you could like bind it and make a real like coupon book. You could even like honestly you could write it if you have really good handwriting skills. You could, decorate the pages all by yourself and do that. That'd be really cute. Some ideas would be like a girls' day, you guys go and just do something together, or a coffee date or a sleepover, or if you're really good with photography, you could do, an Instagram photo shoot or things like that. There's so many options you could do. You can make it really personal and special for her. Service gifts. This kind of goes with the coupon book. You can do something for them or like in their name. Maybe you take on a chore that they absolutely can't stand. Or if you volunteer like at a homeless shelter or something under her name, you can give a gift, like a financial gift, in her name or something like that. I guess that does cost a bit of money, but also like I just wanted to include it in this section. So you could adopt like an angel tree child under her name. There's a lot of options to do without like needing to pay for it. Well, without needing to give a gift to her because she may have a pretty chaotic life now with too many things in her life. So those are some good options. So service gifts, you could definitely volunteer in her name. And that would be a free gift in her name. So that is it. That is my Christian Girl Christmas gift guide. So I want to remind you one more time, gifts are not the reason we celebrate Christmas. They are just kind of something that we do on top of the reason we celebrate Christmas, which is Jesus. So remember that if you spend $200, if you spend $0, It's the thought that counts, and you can make your girl feel special, even with just like a handwritten, really nice and encouraging and meaningful note or a special day together. You don't need to go into debt for Christmas, and you can ask her, hey, will you actually use this? Because then you're not wasting your money or time or her space. Those are some also really great options you can definitely ask. It's okay to ask. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Like I said at the beginning, if you'll please comment down below if I missed anything so that anyone else who watches this video can see it. And I hope you know that God loves you so, so much, sweet friend. If there are any unique ideas that I missed, please comment them down below so that anyone else who watches the video can see them. If this video is helpful to you, please subscribe so that anyone else might be able to see it, and so that you'll be able to see more of my content. Thank you again so much for watching. Bye!